Alright. Allora, so the Ame Gakita. Okay. Well, technically today I'm wondering like what I'd be doing for a live stream, but then again, I mean like, even for me, I was thinking like maybe, just maybe, let's just do nothing. Like I know definitely there will be some people asking me like what kind of thing will I be doing for my fifth. It's a 5-year anniversary as a VTuber along the line. Yeah, basically nothing. Pilsan, hello there, how's your day? And Walanda-san, hello there, how's your day? It's still kind of like amazing in a way that now that if we look at it right as a whole, today turned out to be like it's kind of like we can definitely say like it's a good thing though. So far, like me reaching 800 subscribers before today. But technically, I was wondering will I be able to reach 800, but turned out that before 5-year anniversary. I'm sure there will be other people who can reach 1K within their 1 year, but to me, 5 years as a VTuber. 5 freaking years! And I guess in a way we can definitely say that it's a good achievement for me though. Like the thing that it has been so damn long. Stephanie-san, hello there, how's your day? It's still amazing in a way though. Regardless of how we think about it, it's like me reaching out 5 years. Although I don't really sure like do I really want to do anything though. Like if anyone are gonna ask me like what did I eat today? Fish, some pork, some mushroom, and that was my base and a bit of rice, and that's basically my dinner. like don't need to eat too expensive or whatever dish along the line. Like I ain't gonna go and eat something high class, and I'm sure that actually part of me actually consider like so I want to do a eating stream or not, but then I really just ate dinner, so in the way I'm gonna have any way to eat more. So at the very least, it's still kind of like considered quite a lot in a way though. So unable to do eating stream, but at the very least, it's still something along the line. But at the very least, like 5 years. Even for an indie VTuber, you go and ask around, right? If you can actually look around, any indie VTuber that can last for over 5 years like me, congratulations to them. But small, tiny VTuber like me can last for 5 years is really considered a huge improvement, regardless of how we think about it. So at the very least, I'm still considered like happy, especially more towards like when I start in Japan and now no longer in Japan. It's kind of like sad that no longer in Japan though, but at the very least, me surviving from stroke last year as well as able to continue and being a VTuber along the line. Yeah, I think overall it's still considered a good thing though, regardless of how we think about it. Even if I go and celebrate by doing a dance, I think it's more like towards like I'm not even sure whether will my movement be able to capture properly along the line. I think it's more towards like people will be questioning like what kind of thing am I trying to throw into the sky along the line. It's actually more concerning on so many ends though. So don't I don't want to go and say that hey will it happen or will it not happen. It's more towards like if things happen good, if things don't happen
他本来就不看不起人呢。
But like that is also quite a few things I was like considering in case anyone wondering. It's actually more towards like what is the thing to do for today, especially more towards like I was really kind of like wondering, so I actually do something like watching some of my past live stream, or actually not live stream, actually more some of my past video. Although I'm not quite sure if we actually consider it good or not. It's kind of like concerning in a way. I'm kind of curious, especially more towards like 5 years and 5 year and 5 years as a VTuber. Technically, if anyone wondering, like face as a streamer is 7 years, but as a VTuber is definitely 5 years. And to think that time passed by so damn fast. Not sure is that considered a good thing or is it considered a scary thing though? But I kind of curious in a way though. I mean, I'm kind of curious. Maybe I should go and check out some of. Johnny Somali trial to find evidence. I guess next week, definitely have a good. I guess we can definitely say that next week we're definitely gonna be having a very happy moment of how do I say this? Enjoying that person suffering, or maybe having like a moment of that person is going to just get thrown in jail and suffer for a few years. And then that would be like hoping that he will get to have some sort of karma along the line, but at the very least, I don't think we need to worry about that person anymore. Actually, more towards I haven't seen any update on him though, except for like when Legal Minds Andrews actually posted on it. And a few other people actually posted on Johnny Somali update where he's so-called regretting that he never plead guilty, and I'm actually like, wow, the person who is well known for putting out a lot of fake apologies, saying that I'm sorry, and then end up that he's doing the same damn stupid thing again and again and again, and then now he go and say that he plead guilty. I'm like, wow, you got forced to stay in South Korea where you can't work, where you can't do anything, and people, and that maybe one or two people, like maybe your boyfriend next to you, supporting you along the line, and is also suffering from the backlash and what's not along the line, and I mean like that's his karma in a way. Although it's kind of like how long have you been staying though? Regret not pleading guilty because he's say that he will be back in USA. And the funny thing, right? Listen, if you actually consider if he actually plead guilty, it's actually more towards like it would have been a smooth sales for him, whether we all like it or not. It's kind of funny. Like if he actually plead guilty and so-called give the fake apology that he loved to do so far, it will actually land him on maybe like deportation immediately, and he'll be, and maybe if he have to jail maybe a few months of jail in South Korea in a way, and then he can go back to USA and he do the same damn stupid thing every single time, or maybe like brag that he's I was suffering in South Korea or whatever. Like he can say all the BS stuff in a way, but the thing is, because he chose not to. Yeah, it's true though. The thing is, right, I never do random check on his case. Like I know quite a few update on him, especially more towards like when I hear from OTC-san and Andrew-san of Legal Mindset. I was like, wow, karma hit at the very best. The problem I actually wanted to do random chat. I actually have quite a few random chat. I can definitely tell you guys, a few random chat that I already planning ahead already. One of them is basically I'm gonna just outright just 3 people. If one of them is Johnny Somali. The other 2 more is actually basically one of them is basically Pokemon, where she should keep quiet. Akira-chan, hello there, how's your day? As well as Hassan Piper. I know a lot of people will be saying like, don't talk badly about him. Oh, you guys have no idea how much badly I want to talk about him. Not in a good way some more. And oh, Kira-chan.
Epic congratulations on your graduation.
Kira-chan is graduated from her school, as well as that she will be going to study to college or university, and in a way we should be very happy for Kira-chan. Kira-chan's graduation, but not from VTuber, okay? It's basically she graduation from our school. But for me, why are you necessary as a VTuber? As a male VTuber? I'm not gonna go around and say that, hey, male VTuber not popular or whatever along the line. I mean like, sure, there may be I mean like, sure, Ame Gakita Zenzam might be actually go and say that, hey, male VTuber, like VTuber is mostly like female are more popular. In my point of view, it's a good thing, but at the same time, what he said later on kind of like made him that had a lot of bad take in a way though. So basically, right, male VTuber is actually more towards, in my point of view, is that we need to get the right audience. Okay, I have to actually highlight the so-called a right audience. Okay, so the thing is, right, graduated as a reality TV singer. I mean, you. It's kind of sad that you graduated as a V singer, even though you're not an official singer. The only time you guys hear me singing is when I'm actually kind of like wondering like, what am I even singing? Like if I have to drag one video that I used to did okay, I think it's actually more towards, I think we might actually do this since Kira-chan is here, and this one was actually all thanks to Kira-chan for making me doing this back then. Sorry for the other part. Let me change the screen to. Let me change to this screen, and as well as that, I need to lower. Not show the hitch at the top. And I'm not sure the hitch. Like YouTube one is alright, but if it's other YouTube, if it's other link for some reason, it's a huge ban. So I mean, like you gotta understand that what I used to do back then. Also I need to take up this part so that I can see you guys comment. Francis on hi. Okay, so. Just in case I need to verify. Okay, you guys are still saying it, good. So the thing is, right, this was actually what I used to do, interestingly. Actually, the older video, like if you guys see, it's like 4 years ago or whatever. It's like one of the things that how do I spread my stuff is basically like sharing my Elula normal damage or Kazuha dodging whatever along the line, and then after that, like Killa-chan actually told me about some of the stuff here. And no, I'm not Japanese, although I stayed in Japan for 6 years, before. So I kind of like wonder. Some of the stuff I really don't remember. I think it's more towards it. Let me mute the music first. A lot of stuff that I don't remember. I need to put out my headphone. Right. This one, you gotta understand that one thing is like this one, like this one actually thanks to Killa-chan for recommending me to do this. Like just listen. Let me bring out the music. Yeah, it is the old. I used to do that. Yeah, that's definitely one best song that I used to do. It's kind of like that one is the old sound card. No, if I do it now, you'll be definitely sound better, I guess. Like that, a lot of the. Oh, which one is my favorite? I mean, technically, if I have to look into some of them, I mean, I would definitely say like some of them is like even some of the stuff I used to do for some reason, like, even back then when I was like streaming as a because the thing is, like, before I became a new VTuber, I was a Japanese streamer. I'm not a full Japanese people. I have to explain that. I just moved to Japan, study anime, manga, how to create manga, how to create anime. I actually went to Japan to study for that. Then after that, they write like Japanese light novel, all these things, but didn't continue for now. But the issue on hand is that I used to stream mostly in Japanese. Even Kira-chan, a few others actually come to my stream thinking that was I a Japanese, and I have to say that no, I'm not Japanese. 日本人ではない. So yeah. In case anyone wants to know, Kira-chan was one of the youngest viewer I ever come across, and as a mature adult, I have to like say that Killa-chan, you're still a young little girl who need to understand that I'm not a Japanese, even you are very grateful for very grateful that thinking in a way, and in a way that's kind of like slow time passed by, and somehow I became the virtual father for her. that's like if like you gotta understand, like at that time, like Killa-chan and Venisan and Nijisan, they're all like still very, very young, still in high school, all these things. And I kind of like young little girl watching me. I definitely have to like can't say yabai stuff. I can't say all the sensual stuff, all these things. So I kind of like, and the funny thing is that there was another uh streamer that gave me the inspiration of doing chill live stream all this thing, and it's basically Aragami Oga-san of Holostar. Like he's the one who gave me the inspiration of like maybe I should not do like crazy or all the yabai movement. Like, but the thing is like if I show it all this thing, you guys would actually be amazed at the thing I used to do back then is like basically just doing all these things.
Hi, darling. Bye, darling.
Yeah, you guys have to understand that I used to say that. like you guys have to understand that this was one of the few things I used to do back then, especially back when I was in Japan. And it's actually more towards like doing this kind of thing. It's actually more towards like trying to so-called give the Japanese people like saying like, hey, I'm teaching you guys how to speak English, as well as it was kind of like a meme within the Japanese indie circle where basically like at the time I was speaking to some of the Japanese VTuber, and we actually joke around with because they want to learn English, so I actually taught them on using some of the words like oh dear, all these things. And hi darling, bye darling was actually kind of like based on one of the thing that we used to say like hi darling, bye darling, all these things. And it became a moment of like, hey, if it became a moment of some of my Japanese VTuber friend that we always joke with that back then, although I don't really interact with them nowadays because I don't really I haven't interacted with them for quite a long while already. But when I do talk to them, it's actually back then was actually saying like, hey, hi darling, bye darling. And that was when we were very active as especially more towards like quite a few of them kind of like graduated from in a way though. So like last time you say that you are kind of like talking, I think it also kind of inspired from Hololive. The funny thing, right, is that indie VTuber back then we kind of like just kind of use whatever that is popular on the internet. We kind of like use the inspiration from internet, and like even the T-pose was actually popular for some reason. Hi darling, bye darling was kind of popular in some direction. Then there was also quite a few more that actually made me really things that I say for the fun of it though. So I really kind of like amazed that this one I haven't hear for quite a long while. The laugh I used to do. Okay, can I even do that? No, I kind of concerned. Like you gotta understand that a lot of things I used to do back then, like especially like the haku as well. Like haku is basically like Japanese way of poem in a way, and I mean maybe I haven't heard some of them for quite a long.
私はね、変なおじいさんじゃないよ。
はい、私、変なおじさんじゃないんです。
Yeah, definitely I'm not a weird ojisan. Because I want to know that just in case just to show the full word, okay. Yeah, this is basically like three one two sorry 1 2 3 4 5 like three watashi one so it's like five pronunciation, and then hand two na oji san, so it's like hand 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 so it's 5 7 and then 1 2 3 4 5, so it's basically the poem tree of like Japanese letter in 5 7 5, or there can be a 3 5 3 or whatever along the line. So it's kind of like one of the moments that I remember doing this kind of thing back then, and it's really kind of like things I used to do back then and doesn't really have any traction. It's basically like the things I used to do is just kind of like random stuff, random logic, and don't really have any audience back then, but it was actually more show to some of the Japanese viewers come to who actually told me they find it funny in a way because it's like I have to I'm not Japanese, and I was able to speak in Japanese. I was able to communicate with them with Japanese like normally, and it was kind of like um give them a laugh in a way though, but it didn't stay that long in the way that especially more towards like if anyone wanted to know, I was actually framed by one erotic female VTuber who say that I SAA her when I never really touched her, and basically it kind of like go in a way that we never really think about it, and she kind of like disappeared already, like don't know where, but kind of like weird that people going around is like a lot of people believe her all this thing, and time passed by. I never really start speaking in Japanese along the line though, so there is quite a few idea like the haku is definitely one of the things I used to do a lot back then, but I guess it's more towards like because I was like after that incident I never really speak in Japanese more, and I just start speaking in English more. And the funny thing is, right, yeah, definitely this one I feel like Kilaton, you definitely like this more. This one, Kilaton. I feel like if I do it now, I think I should be able to do better. I wonder. Let me try. I feel like it should be able to. I think I should be able to do better now. Let me see whether I can do it. Hey, at least the sound effects will be way better than the one that is here on that video though. I so grateful for this better sound card I'm using. Wait, there was a noise cancellation. Wait, ちょっと待って。Hi. Okay, I thought for a moment that the voice actually got cut off or something along the line. Yeah, but the thing is, right, there is a lot of the things I used to do back then. Like some of them I don't remember though.
正直、
5,
お米じゃなく、
7.
メガです。
Ah, no idea why I say that, but I definitely prefer. I do prefer noodle more than rice. Zero get refreshers. Ah, the sun, the zero get refract. You guys still talk? Still talk about me? I'm embarrassed. You didn't hear Tequila-chan. Damn. I'm not sure though. I mean, like, I think like this last one is definitely I have to say. Like, I think based on you didn't know, like this one is like help me Kabe-sama, right? This one, if anyone, this one is Kila Chang who end up coming to like but back then when I was like chit chatting with Kila Chang, she always say that Kabe-sama, Kabe-sama, help me, Kabe-sama, and I was saying like, oh my goodness, what are you doing? I'm just celebrating. Okay, number one, Jeffreyson, hi, and number two is my 5th year anniversary. It's 5 years for me as a VTuber, so definitely there's a reason why I have to like watch all my older video that I used to do. No, let's see. But I think it was in just now. Kami-sama! Other than the song, you find that yeah, I actually sing that form. Damn. Kami-sama. I don't think I can do that anymore, dude. It's amazing. Like, it's amazing that a lot of things I used to do back then, I cannot do it in a way though. Oh yeah, I think this one I think Kira-chan is aware. But a lot of the newest viewers didn't even used to know that Wiki was actually being used by Neji-san to the point that she actually put it as her alarm for her phone because she need me to wake her up. So she actually asked me to do this, and I actually put it as a video for her to record it. And she ended up using it to the point that there was one time she forgot to turn it off, and doing in her class, the alarm went off, and everyone in the class was laughing to the point that it became a moment of like, I was well known in a class in Thailand. And it was all thanks to Neji-san because of this. Wiki, it's morning. Wake up. Yo, that's the thing though. Like, the funny thing is like, back then, Neji-san is not the only one who come to my live stream just to sleep, okay? There was quite a few more of my older viewers who come to my live stream just to talk to me and listen to me. So because they say that, hey, my voice is more on the relaxing side, more on the moment for they can, if they can't sleep, see they will be able to sleep well along the line in a way. And Neji-san is one of the few viewers, like one of the earlier viewers that I have, is like she always ends up sleeping, and I have to say that Neji-san is morning all that time. And I used to even back in Japan, I was like streaming. There are days when I stream to the next morning in Japan, so it was like basically 5 or 6 a.m. and the sun is really out, and I was like, Magisa and a few others are like they couldn't sleep and they end up sleeping, and I was like, hey, it's morning already though. So I actually kind of like amazed at that live at the time, because the thing is, right, a lot of the voice I used to do back then is really very different. I guess it's like my voice really got affected badly, but at the same time, some of the things I used to do is you guys imagine like 5 years as a VTuber, it really not changed a lot though. Especially more towards like to the point that I kind of like shot this out. Especially like back then, the somehow I still have in my drawer, but I'm actually amazed that the Yamaha sound card that I later got was really the change in the way where it was like when I do recording or whatsoever, it became like I don't have the noise cancellation or whatever along the line, and it really does showcase a lot though. And hey, hi, um I always meant to be sleep in class. Yeah, wish I'm still wondering like I'm still wondering like why a lot of things I used to do back then is kind of like made me really curious in so many ways though. Only this one. Let me see. Hear this one for very long. Oh my god, my ear. I used to do that. I don't remember. Wait, Chotomate, did I used to do that? It hurt my ears is one thing. And hello there, how's your day? The issue on hand is I definitely don't remember that. like seriously, I don't remember me doing that. The thing is, right, Kalachang, you have to understand one thing. Yamaha one don't have the sound effect, all these things. But the first sound card was like, wow, damn, I didn't know about that. Yeah, Brazilian, hello there, how's the day? Damn, I should actually ask two of my friends how do I say hi back in. In case anyone want to know, I actually have two friends who are from Brazil back when I was like in when I was studying in Japan. You gotta understand that a lot of things I used to do back then is really kind of crazy. Like even this one was the one when I was doing the cheesecake.
The content is clear like water. It's very clear. Oh my goodness, it's so thick to the point that my hand is very tiring. But basically, you guys can see this is the consistent you want. It's very thick. It's so thick, like my leg.
Yeah, never mind. I can definitely tell you guys my leg is definitely not thick.
Dude, like a lot of things I used to like. I think it's more towards like I think for like Pilsen you can definitely say. A lot of things I used to say back then is like gross. How is it that like that? Then when I started, okay, you have to understand one thing is that back then, hi, hello there. Like a lot of things I used to do back then is insane to the point that I really wonder. Like you gotta understand one thing is that back then, like earlier when like I know like Amos go say like, oh, new VTuber you have to like it's not popular because whatever like BS, okay. Like Amos got a lot of good takes and a lot of bad takes, okay. And one thing is like for even like for Holostar in a way, the one thing is like getting traction for as a new VTuber, I can definitely say this is that you just need to gain the audience, the right audience for the things you do or the things you say or the things you play or the whatever along the line. And like even like Sakura Miko herself was actually thanks to I can't remember GTA, but she was thanks to that a game that made her became popular in a way. So the thing is, right, a lot of moment we have to consider like it's not really like, hey, Astro, hi. So the thing is, right, a lot of things is more towards like Holo Star. They gain traction, and then for some reason they gain quite less. It's like they never push for it. I mean, like, sure, maybe the management kind of like don't push for it along the line, but it's more towards like the boys themselves also kind of like don't force it down in a way to gain the traction more or whatsoever along the line. Like a lot of time, a lot of people need to understand that Holo Live don't really became what it is now. It was actually thanks to the gaining the audience, the right audience, with the right game, with the right niche, or with the right moment, and then after that, gaining the traction, and keep on doing it strongly, continuously, consistently. But I just don't see the Holo Star doing it. So I'm sure like for Go saying like the Holo Star not doing it well, I can agree on that point. But at the same time, we also can't deny the fact that the boys also work hard. They are gaining they are doing well as well. So it's actually more towards like they need to they need to stay strong. They need to hold strongly, and I believe they can even gain it though. Even I myself right now is also trying to think of way to gain more audience and gain more star, all these things, and at the same time trying to see whether I can gain whatsoever along the line. A lot of things I used to do back then is like crazy in a way though. But okay, let's maybe like watch. How can I forget this one though? Lucas-san, hi. Puppy-san, hi. The only puppy that I don't like is basically Puppy Playtime Puppy. I'm kind of curious. Oh yeah, this one appears on you. I don't think you're aware,
Look
but
at my chicken leg, so sassy and so delicious.
I totally forgot this one.
I'm very sorry. How do I pronounce that name? Lucas? Lucas? Or am I pronouncing it wrongly? And yes, Kena-chan, this one I totally forgot already though. I can't believe I actually forgot about this line.
Look at my chicken leg, so sassy and so delicious.
Look at my chicken leg. So sassy and so delicious.
A random day. A creation. But when I don't have the time to do anything but just randomly doing things.
The monstrosities of this. To bring life to this picture,
I know my voice changed a lot though.
So sassy and so delicious.
I can't even do this laugh anymore though. Like I can't do this laugh. For some reason it's like it doesn't sound the same. It doesn't sound the same though. Yeah, I can definitely say the sound is totally different in a way. I can't really say like is it a good thing or is it a bad thing though? It's really like my voice is really different in a way that I'm not sure can I say is it a good thing or a bad thing, but I did manage to get him at the time to say the line.
Oh, hello, boy.
This one is Kao-san at the time when he actually managed.
Oh, precious darling. Have it your way. Everywhere you want to be. Darling,
You guys even
whatever
want to know?
happened here,
Yeah, I managed
we'll
to actually
stay
record all the voice he
here.
said in the bad way and then just edit it. It's kind of like,
Darling, yes, this smile looking good. Rainbow.
right, if you guys get the
Just
that is pause in between, right?
do
Or the
it.
cut in between. That was a moment of me record. Like I was actually like recording and telling him that hey, say some yabai stuff or say some of the funny stuff, and I actually record every single thing. And at the time, I still kind of like improving on my editing and whatsoever along the line, and it really does take a lot of editing in a way for me to do that, and
We'll
it was kind of like funny in the way that this one gained around 500 plus view, but it was kind of funny in the way like it gained that kind of traction for the wrong reason. And yeah, 3 years ago the model, my avatar changed because it's at the time. The funny thing is, right, at the time I was using the reality avatar, and a lot of people say that, hey, are you still consider VTuber along the line? I was like, okay, never mind. Then I just create V-Roy, didn't look good, all this thing, and I like you guys understand that this was the one that actually made me really curious. Like, why the hell do some like people like even Kilajang here always like to watch me play horror game? Which I have to play because once I reach 1,000 subscribers or 100 viewers, I have to like either one of them. I will have to play one horror game along the line. Like you guys understand, like be careful of your sound, all this thing, right? Okay, the thing is, right, when back then when I play the horror game, I'm really very very bad at whatever. So I'm not gonna hear anything. I'm gonna mute my I'm gonna take off the headset.
So
Not think
so
of
you guys say
anything.
that
I'm not looking at it.
supposed to go there, so which means I'm not supposed to go
But I
there
think
because
this
the
from
thing
here you
is
can
over
see
there,
it.
right?
Because I don't want to remember.
No.
Okay. Like you gotta understand that even though now I still can scream. Okay. Wait, why do I have to repeat that? Wait, Kilacha, you really like this part? Okay. ちょっと待って。
I'm so I'm so you guys say that I'm supposed to go there, so which means I'm not supposed to go there because the thing is over there, right?
Avatar, what is funny?
You had no idea how much effort I had to spend on that other than me screaming from playing horror game. Alright. Not gonna see that anymore.
You have to understand when. Lord, don't let that inside. And definitely did inside at that time.
Dude, even the HoloLive and they create their own horror game, I still amazed that I even got shot by even Crone-san. This one, I still remember, I know like it's like when I look at it carefully, it's like okay, later part is not really a scare, but when I was playing,
I think it's just one way, right?
I was really bad in a way, and especially multiple like you guys see the heartbeat later here.
I just got past. Oh hi man, why are you there?
The heart, you can see the heart rate is jumping out.
Going, just going.
This is one of the reasons why.
Going. It's getting.
What was the heartbeat?
100, 105, 109, 110, 112, 113.
Yeah, you see.
Hola, hi.
Yeah, the thing is, right? My heart rate jumps, okay? That's actually, you know, my heart rate freaking jump. Not in a way that I'm happy about it, but it does jump out in a way that it's not something that I can
Saying like, hey, you guys actually understand that why I don't like to play horror game. I shouldn't be playing horror game.
But yeah, there are some people who want me to play horror game because they want to hear me scream again.
This is one of the few things that it kind of made me really cute.
Oh yeah, I used to do those. I used to do something like this too, like the quote of the day. Like earlier I mentioned like the poem.
The quote for today is time moves fast when having fun. Time moves slow when doing work.
Even this one I also kind of like end up saying.
The quote for this week is brain is awake when you are going to sleep, but it will sleep when you are awake.
Like I used like back then I used to do the Japanese haku, the poem, all these things in a funny joke. Then after that, because I kind of like I'm pretty sure I remember this part is that the reason why I used to jump from the Japanese one because I was in Japan, and even when I jumped to doing this one, 2022 I was still in Japan. It was because also at the time because of the fake allegation by a freaking Japanese VTuber against me, and me losing a lot of Japanese viewers. So I end up like, hey, if I losing on Japanese viewers right now, I just end up just catering to the Western one. And Kira-chan is one of the few English listener. So I end up just streaming most speaking in English all this thing, and it became a moment of like, hey, if I doing whatsoever, it still end up selling my as well. I just end up doing all this thing, and it became the quote of the week. But as time passed by, it became a moment of like I never end up doing it anymore. Like there is quite a few of them that I end up doing. Like even like the Ame random talk was like before the random chat. You guys know, most of you guys know. For newer viewers, it's like in case anyone want to know, it's like I do random chat. It's random chat, but it's like the original one back then was actually called a random talk. It was kind of like a podcast where I talk with people, or like sometimes it's like people that I like Naji-san, or even like Cat or Catlin-san, I always call her. It's like we end up talking about a lot of things, or even like Richie-san, a few of other people. So we end up like talking about different topics. Like even back then, I was talking about graduation. I was talking about like even like random topic about weather or traveling or history, all these things. So it really does showcase that a lot of things I used to do or say back then is really different though. And even if all the bad things that we remember, that is one memory that we can move on. Yeah, the funny thing is that I still remember about this one. Like there was actually someone that actually wanted me to say the Ohime-sama.
Ojo-sama.
Ojo-sama.
愛してるぞ。
Why did she say that? The pod. I must have erased that from my memory. I might have erased that from my memory that I don't remember. But yeah, I mean like even back then I still kind of like do just random you didn't watch that, it's better you don't need. Like a lot of things I used to do back then is so much different than what I do now. It's really does showcase that if you guys understand, it's like over the years the things I do upload, like live stream is still technically the same, me playing game or this thing, but it's hi. But the thing is, right, it's a lot of things I used to do is really different in a way that I am actually kind of and I'm actually kind of still shocked at the things I put out is really different. And yeah, like later on is basically like a longer video, like 2 hours video, 1 hour and 30 minutes, 38-minute video, 1 hour video. It's basically the podcast, in case anyone wants to know. And it really does change over the long period in a way that as time passed by, it became a moment of me just talking about random stuff. And it was actually later on when I start putting in numbers, because I was like, okay, let's put a number in. And when I put like random talk 22, like I removed the Ame and I just kind of like random talk, and I decided to just say that because at the time I couldn't get Catlin-san and the others to do podcast every single time. I can't be doing the podcast and talking about 1 hour whatever along the line. So I end up doing a shorter version. I ended up doing a shorter version and decided to call it random chat. So if anyone want to know how do random chat come about, it actually come from random talk. And it became a moment of me doing quite a lot, to the point that right now I don't remember the number. I will take a look. But the thing is, right, since you like to 67, we just need to go down and down and down and down and down. Don't need to worry. We can just go a little bit downwards. Even back then when I say the double standard for female predator, and Admiral E is back in Singapore. I don't even like him, but a lot of things I used to do. Even like Admiral go back. Like the funny thing you guys have to understand. Even like Johnny Somari was also one of the things I used to say earlier back then. And the funny thing is, right, Johnny Somari was the one who actually give me the idea of like, hey, maybe I should also do this kind of like random talk at times, just keep giving people on a pong in the head with a 3-meter packet. And don't need to worry. You have an animator, that's very good. Even though I learned how to create animation in Japan, but I didn't draw animate. But I think I did, but not for any anime studio. So since you said you like number 67, ooh, I didn't remember that I was talking about law, theory, and prediction. I wonder why I did that. Hi. A lot of things I used to. Yeah, the funny thing is, right? One of the video, for some reason, it's still gaining traction even till now. Okay, is when I talk about Japanese scammers selling scam money or this. For some reason, this one actually got posted on some website spreading about this in the way. I mean, like, sure, it gained a lot of view and got a lot of dislike, but I didn't really like do it in the best way, because the thing is, I was living in Japan. I was actually talking about Japanese stuff along the line, and a lot of people always like asking me like, hey, Japan is nice, or maybe there is also people say like Japan is also got a lot of bad things. I say yes, Japan got a lot of good things, there's also a lot of bad things. It's just kind of like you guys have to be supposed to be like saying like, be careful of these kind of people along the line. So I actually end up doing that, and so far that is the one of the video that I gained quite a lot of views even till now though. Japanese people can't be stopped. The thing is, right, like we can say that like US got like murderer or killers, but we can, like, back then we also, I even time at, I do night chat. Okay, I actually do night chat. Well, I actually just go to this website, so I just need to type Japan Today. This is the website I always tend to go for, just to showcase. Oh, Kathleen-san, hello there. So this was one of the things I used to do back then, and over here below we just go to click crime, and basically I will just take it like normally. Okay, thank you. Like normally, like people saying that, oh hey, Japan very safe, but I will be like, yeah, Japan safe to the point that a man arrests and abandoned mother body in a mountain. What is the guy trying to prove? And he's 35 years old. Like, this was basically what I used to do back then though. So I kind of like do random chat. I might want to redo some of the things properly. So, oh damn, boys attacked and robbed by gangs of teen using stun gun in Nagoya. Oh my god, 13 years old. Hola, guys, see. People say that Japan is safe. Yeah, so safe to the point that you can have 13 years old boy going around, walking a corridor, and have 4 teenagers trying to threaten them with stun gun and a fruit knife and take that. And it made me really curious, like, how can 2 little boys have 11, have, that would be around, in US dollar, $100. So yeah, it's really kind of an amazing thing that you can easily see even in Japan, young little boys. So this was just what I used to do back then. So it's really kind of amazing. Like, a lot of things I used to do back then is kind of like just posting those kind of thing. I don't really do that much nowadays. Like me criticizing on Mr. Beast on the well. Like, the funny thing is that the well I criticize, and now the people are not saying about bad things about it, and it's like, well, damn, I used to criticize it and people say I'm crazy, I'm a hater or anti, and now people saying the same damn thing that I say back then, and it's like, well, damn, now they are the crazy one. That would be around 11,000 yen. At least that's how the rate go though. Deframing 18 years old got arrested. Oh yeah, that one this guy is very well known in a way though. Like a lot of things I used to do back then, right? A lot of the video I used to do is like a lot of things I used to do. Oh yeah, this one is 85 car. The one time that I actually criticized Pokemon, I never like Pokemon. I'm gonna really criticize her again one more time. I hope people will see how it goes. I don't know. I mean, like, they said that examining it and trying to identify the gang member, whatever along the line. Like, Like the thing is, right, in Japan, people say that Japan is safe. Yes, safe, but when you look at the crimes, is it considered safe? Definitely not, right? So a lot of things like, wow, 89 years old man died after being arrested for biting woman in nature park. Arrested for biting a woman at a nature park in Kawanishi City, Kyoto Prefecture on Sunday. Died after being taken into custody. According to police, the man who lived in Ikeda City, Osaka Prefecture, was arrested at 2 p.m. after he beat a 49 years old woman on the arm during an argument at the cherry blossom viewing spot, TV Asahi reported. Two police officers attempted to escort the man to a patrol car, but he sat down and refused to move. Due to the motorist terrain, they put the man on the stretcher below on the park management police and carried him to the patrol car about 200 meters away. Police said the man was pale and he appeared to be semi-conscious when he was placed in the patrol car. So his handcuff was removed and he was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead approximately 1.5 hours later. Oh, damn. Crime in Japan. It is crime. Dude, I feel like this old man died not in a good way. It's kind of like sad. Yeah, this I used to do quite a few time ago. I have to admit though, like a lot of things I used to do back then is kind of like just sharing. Like a lot of people don't understand is that even when I was like living in Japan back then, Kyoto for 6 years, I have to like look into crimes in a way, and even like back then, a lot of people need to understand that a lot of things I used to highlight that when a lot like we come across bad tourists. Like I know like a lot of people always say that, hey, Japan will have a lot come across a bad tourists, bad foreigner, all these things. In Japan, I say that in Japan we have 1 or 2 bad rotten egg. 悪い人は日本にもいますでしょ? I was just saying that way. Basically mean that it's basically that is always that regardless like whether we say that it's bad people in overseas, there is also bad people in Japan itself. We can't go and say that we hate foreigner, all these things. And the only issue on hand that when I was living in Kyoto, before the Kyoto start having the harsher rule, I know a lot of people will be saying like Kyoto have harsh rules now that people can't do this, can't do that in Kyoto. I was actually one of the few volunteers back then, before they set the rule, to actually go and stop foreigner people from doing the bad thing, like harassing Japanese people, throwing trash on the floor. I actually go and pick up the trash and bring it to the nearest convenience store or nearest train station and throw the trash away myself. Like I actually do it myself. I was one of few volunteers, but and that was one of the reasons why I was able to stay in Japan longer, because it's like when coronavirus hit, I was forced and Japan shut down. I actually do some of the things so that when I apply for extension of visa so that I can stay in Japan, they actually allowed me to do so, because they say that thanks to my contribution in being a volunteer, they allow me to stay a bit longer in a way, because they want me to stay and help them in whatever I can. Like even one of the things that you guys have to understand that when back then when they say that ramen, like in Japan, okay, when people want when you want to eat ramen in Japan, you cannot buy it back home. Like you if you want to eat like in Ichiran ramen, or you want to eat at any ramen shop, there's no such thing as mochikairi. You have to go to that shop. If there is one long queue, you have to wait for one long queue, and then you can buy, stay in the shop inside and eat inside the shop. It was due to coronavirus, and I actually gave them the suggestion. I actually told them that, hey, in Singapore, you can buy your food and bring it back home and eat. And they didn't listen to me. Like Japanese people don't listen to me because they say I'm a foreigner. I don't know Japanese culture. 2-3 months later, a lot of ramen shops closed. Like legit, they closed because they say they aren't making money. And so I brought the first suggestion first time to the government of Japan. Second time I bring it up again and I say that, hey, you guys should really push forward on the takeaway. And they finally listen. And if you go to Japan, they say that ramen or any food you can bring it, you can take away. Like normally they say that ramen you cannot bring back home to eat. Now, after the coronavirus, it became a moment of me forcing them to do it because I use Singapore as an example, and they are not doing it, and it became a success to the point that ramen is now no longer say that it is a popular dish in Japan. It's now became a moment of people can like introvert people, okay, in Japan, like introvert Japanese people, they end up going to ramen shop or ordering ramen shop food and eat it back at home, and they can probably say that hey, they eat the ramen themselves. And the funny thing is, right, now a lot of ramen shops don't need to have long queue, and you still need to be very careful because you go to the ramen shop, they maybe end up having like people buying a lot of the food, and they still preparing to bring it to the delivery along the line. So the funny thing is, when I give that suggestion, they don't listen, and the second time when they finally listen, they regret not listening the first time. That they would have saved a lot of ramen shop the first time, but in the end, when they listen, it really like 3 months late already, so it was kind of like bad in a way. But when they listen, they really listen, and it was a good suggestion in that they regret not listening. And it was kind of funny that I have to use Singapore as the base reason for them to listen, because it's like Singapore and Japan have 60 years of good relationship, so it was a link. They didn't listen to me because they thought I'm a random foreigner, but when they realized that when I was using Singapore as the baseline, I say I'm a Singaporean, I'm using Singapore as the baseline, I'm saying all these things, and they finally freaking listen, that they use it and they regret not listening at all. That's why it was kind of like funny in a way that they've used it as the baseline, and so became a moment of like a lot of people regret not doing it, and it became like a lot of store like chain store like Ichiran or all the popular became a good moment of doing it though. Understand? Okay, go and have a good night time, rest. Although there is another Philippine people right here, Kira-chan. Well, Kira-chan, you got one more Philippine viewers that you get to know right here. Good night. Yeah, Kira-chan is also from Philippines. I really have quite a... Thank you. The only issue is that once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I have to play one horror game. Which I gotta be screaming. But yeah, a lot of things I used to do back in Japan is so much different, and it was kind of like I still remember that time when I actually stopped quite like, because I can speak in Chinese, so I actually ended up stopping quite a few rude Chinese tourists back in Kyoto, like telling them that they shouldn't do this, they shouldn't do that, and it was kind of like funny in a way. They're not from Philippines. But I remember there was quite a few people from Philippines. Did I remember it wrongly? My name is Ame Gakita, although you guys can call me Ame. Okay, go and have a good night rest. A lot of things I used to do back then is really so much different. Especially more towards like a lot of things. Like, even when I stopped go around, the funny thing is like before I became a new VTuber. I was actually going around in Japan, Kyoto, Japan. It's actually more towards like stopping rude foreigner or trying to prevent them from doing the wrong thing in Japan. But after I stopped, because they couldn't extend my visa, so when I returned away from Japan, it was kind of like when the moment I leave, right? They set the new rule exactly that moment of saying that hey, they really need to set like the if people go and set understand that why did Kyoto set a straight rule for foreigner. Yeah, because me and a few a volunteer wasn't there to do those kind of like patrolling and stopping foreigner in a way though, so it's really different. I'm not a machine. Doraemon is a machine cat. I may be a blue cat, but I'm a cat spirit, okay? Although it was a former human before I changed before I changed to a cat. Kira-chan, don't you dare! Oh, arrest for not paying after eating the dine and dash card. Oh my, 8 years old hit die. Oh, this girl that like this is one of the reasons why sometimes when I look at crime in Japan, right, it's actually more towards like if people say like Japan have low crime rate, but if you guys go and see the number of crime each time is like this one is really sad though. Like an 8 years old little girl, oh my god, this is one of the sad things ever. You can't speak English. Don't need to worry. I tend to speak English and sometimes Japanese. But if you want me to speak in other language, I can't. Sorry. But the thing is, right? A lot of things I used to do, all these things is so much different. And oh my god, a homie daughter, a daughter arrested for allegedly as a woman. Oh damn. Oh my god, this woman is also another need a bong in the head with a 3-meter backhand. No, I'm not Japanese. Although I lived in Japan for 6 years before, and I do speak in Japanese, but it's more for communication with the Japanese. But that doesn't mean that I don't speak in Japanese at times though. もし私、日本語はできなければ、なんかちょっと、日本の8年、8年だ。6年の勉強、さらに、日本も10年の勉強かな。もし日本語が10年の勉強はできなければ、なんかちょっと私、何が勉強かわかんないや。Yeah. A lot of things I used to say back then and do back then, and anime hater. Oh damn! So many years already. Me like the funny thing is, right, like me I think it was like more towards like me criticizing on the anime hater, me criticizing on people who like to talk about bad stuff, good random stuff, or thing that is against Japan along the line. It really kind of like got me really end up doing those kind of random chat a lot more, that I never really do Japanese crime random chat anymore though. But definitely, I can definitely say that the next update when me doing on Johnny Somali is gonna be a good one next week, I guess. Like I'm hoping. Like huge part of me is hoping that he end up not like I know that a lot of people will be hoping that he'll be jailed for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Like to me, right, he got jailed in South Korea for 1 to 3 years. Okay, I have to use Japan, not Japan law, Korean law, my understanding in a way like foreigner 1 to 3 years, okay? like even for 1 to 3 years, he's already kind of like suffer in a way of staying in South Korea and not able to do anything, and he get jailed. And then when he returned, I can tell you guys is that even if he go back and do a live stream and say that, oh, he suffer, he all the bad, and then you go and exaggerate all the bad stuff about and say all the bad thing about South Korea, all these things, I can tell you guys, he is going to do that. And in a way, it's just basically like that will I still end up celebrating that he end up in jail. Because it would be like he can't go to a lot of country. That would be the best news ever. Your 10 years of studying Japan failed after you didn't speak for 3 years. Yeah, that's why you have to end up using it on the daily basis. Even me off stream, right? Like even me off stream, I have to watch Japanese anime in Japanese, not really using subtitles, just listen Japanese. Wakaru ka, wakanai ka, benkyo mo ikai miro. そんな感じで. So a lot of time when I end up using or learning or whatever, it's more towards like, if it work, if it doesn't work, it will be kind of like a problem. Like I can't deny that I can't speak like what I used to back in Japan, but at the very least, I still managed to speak in Japanese and what's not, and I still can teach people on how to speak in Japanese in time. Like there is still quite a few people asking me off stream, so I kind of like tell them carefully on this and that and that and this. It's kind of like funny. Okay, it's like when I explain English to Japanese people, like in the funny thing is, right, in Japan when I was teaching unlike like people teaching Japanese English, right, like they use English to explain English, and Japanese people when they teach English when they teach Japanese, they use Japanese. And you gotta understand one thing, you don't understand English, I'm gonna teach you English. 日本語がわかんない。でも日本語で勉強教えて。It's like, what the hell? I don't understand Japanese. You teach me in Japanese. But you still use Japanese to explain. I don't understand. So the thing is, right, what I did back then was I taught quite a few people and a few Japanese people, as well as a few English speakers like Kira-chan here a few times when they asked, and like some of the Japanese term, I would just say that, hi, watashi wa Ame Gakita desu. So like for example, I would just explain like, okay, watashi is me, wa basically you can say is am, you can choose not to say wa, and then Ame Gakita, my name, and then desu is just kind of like a formal way of greeting in a way. So you can say like, oh, 私はアメガキタと申しますと言いますと申しございます. Like there is so many ways of explaining it. So I end up doing like those kind of explanation. And how do I explain it? It's more towards like と申します. It's more towards like, okay, hello there, my like in the casual form, in a or in a formal form, in a whatever form, in a way. And it's like if you learn in Japanese, they won't really explain it fully. But if I explain in English, it's more towards like と申します is basically explaining like my name is in the formal way, and then it's like と言います hi, you can call me my name, that kind. So it's kind of like when I teach Japanese, it's more towards like I using the way of like, if I explain in Japanese to on how to use the English, I have to explain it in Japanese so that Japanese people understand it. But when I explain it in English on how to use the Japanese, I have to explain, okay, like this word, this sentence, that word, that sentence, all these things is like, okay, this word is basically like, hey, this sentence would mean that, hey, this one is like this, that is like that, and I have to use an English sentence or a phrasing, all these things to explain it so that at least the Japanese people, not non-Japanese people were able to learn it and kind of like get to have a understanding of it back then though. So it's kind of like I don't do it nowadays because no people go and keep asking me any now, but I did end up doing those kind of things back then quite a lot, to the point that I'm actually kind of like amazed on like a lot of things I used to do back then is really so much different though. You still remember your sister teach English to Japanese people, but the communication is so bad that your sister doesn't know Japanese and they misunderstood each other. Yeah, that's why, like Kila-chan, you have to understand one thing, is that when the reason why I was able to have a lot of people asking me on how to, like when I was explaining English to Japanese people, because I was using Japanese term. Like I have to try. Actually, what I did is I translate it in Japanese, and I break it out slowly and explaining that this word, what it mean and what that sentence mean, and it kind of like link to them because they understand the linkage, the word meaning, and I have to explain that, hey, there is quite a few words that have this meaning that and have multiple meaning, and it can also mean this, it can mean that along the line, and it became a like I got quite a few people asking me, to the point that that's why I remember the reason why I call myself Sensei Janaku. Sensei Janai Sensei. It's basically I am not a teacher, but people still call me a teacher in a way. So it's kind of like a moment of Sensei Janai Sensei. It's kind of like that was one of the reason why I got that persona, but I never really kind of like stick to it because nowadays no one come and ask me on it, and I never really kind of like teach that. But it's more towards like maybe one of the day when I need to relearn on Japanese, all these things I might have to do. I might have to go and look through some of them though. Like a lot of things I used to do back then is so much different over the years though. Essential. Because I want to know what essential is, basically sensei teacher take away the middle one, the middle two, so essential. I amazingly I totally forget that in a way. a dark side of Japan. Action taken, short and sudden. Yeah, a lot of things I used to do back then is really the type of random chat, if you guys notice, is like I really keep the theme of the random chat random, to the point that I'm actually kind of like shocked that the number of things I used to do back then is really different. Like some of them. The funny thing is, right, some of them some of them, right, have a lot of dislike. I find it funny. Like a lot of things I used to do back then is like that. Some of the thing is because like some of the people don't like it. Like even me criticizing on Niji Sanji, it's like me criticizing Niji Sanji, like whether you guys like it or not. It's like if you guys like Niji Sanji, I never say that you guys can't support Niji Sanji. If you guys like Niji Sanji, go ahead. I'm not stopping you guys. Just I want the company to improve in a way. But now people say that I'm a hater and whatsoever, and I'm like, what can I say? Right? So a lot of things I used to do say back then is like criticism is always like wanting them to improve, wanting them to go for a good way, and the only thing that never seemed to improve for some reason, on all the random chat I've been posting for 2 years plus, almost 3 years already, it's really basically the game industry issue though. Like if I'm being honest, right, like game should be catering to gamers. I mean like the a lot of people are saying like the woke agenda, the LGBT agenda. Like, dude, I got LGBTQ friends. I got people who I don't mind if they want to say that they are into woke mindset, all these things. But the issue on hand is that they don't play games. They are the so-called the modern audience. They may enjoy it, but they are like 0.000000000000001%, and you're telling me that Hollywood and game company like Ubisoft is trying to cater to that group of people when they should be catering to 99.9% of the player base. It's like they are now losing money and they are sad over it, they're angry over it. But I'm like, then why are you guys catering to that so-called almost non-existent audience that they proudly trying to push for though? Like, sure, they like I mean like it's kind of funny. Like, I don't mind like even in Japanese culture, like that I learned, okay, is that they don't really mind adding a bit of like gay or lesbian, because the reason why yaoi and yuri is a thing in Japan. The thing is, right, they never go and sell it and spread it to the point that people hate it. It's more towards like you have to make it that people like it. But game industry and Hollywood, for some reason, making it that people hate it. Like, if people hate it, then don't use it. Or maybe think of it to make it that people can enjoy it. It's just that they got the war agenda, they got the whatever thing must be like, must have Asia, must have this, and must be that. Like, dude, I just don't understand. What are they trying to push forward? And that is one thing that I've been criticizing, and like in the way that I have to say, like, I want them to improve on it, and they not trying to if they want to keep it, if they can keep it, but make it in the way that people can enjoy it. But because they are making it that people don't enjoy it, then my criticism is become a pointless thing, right? So it's kind of like funny. Like, regardless of how we think about it, right? It's kind of like, I'm not saying that they can't add those things. We have to at least highlight that. It's like it's not that they can't add those things, but make it that people can like it. If people like it, good enough. But it's just that the reason why the world agenda and the LGBTQ never really work, right? It's just that they never make it that people enjoy, and that became the reason of their failure. And it became a moment of like me criticizing on them because I wanted to improve on it, make it that people can like it or all these things, but they can't. And it became a moment of, even nowadays they say that, oh, game are hard to make because the story is like, oh, I can create we can create a game, and the game people can play for 1 hour, and then people can understand that what will happen 20 hours later on. People can predict what happened 20 hours ago because all the game is the same. Like, dude, are you guys like the thing is, right? I write Japanese light novel. I drawn manga before. I know how animation works. I spoke to producer before. I spoke to director before in Japan. Anime studio director. Okay. I even learned about game creation in Japan. A few days only. I even learned voice acting in Japan. In anime studio. And I never go and say that, hey, it's an easy task. It's take a lot of effort. It take a lot of things. And the one thing that a lot of Japanese of them told me, the one hard thing that is for them is to create a story. A story that the viewer can enjoy and not predict. And most of the time, the thing is, right, a lot of the manga artists or light novel art, like they always like have some similarity, but the issue on hand is to create the uniqueness of the creator and make it unique to the point that people can't predict. That is how it was supposed to be. And the issue on hand is people say game developers say that, hey, people can predict what the game is. Like, then ask a good person to write a damn good story, a good plot that people can't predict. That's how the story go. People don't play the game for the game. They play the game for the story as well. But yet, the issue on hand is that, because the thing is, right, if the game is created not based on the plot, then people will be saying like, hey, the game is just basically a game. They enjoy the fighting, all these things. The issue on hand is that the game, regardless now we think about it, it's always like people always care about the plot, the theory, the law, the whatever along the line. But it's just, at the end of the day, it's basically, in the most important thing, the story. It's just people don't go around and say that, hey, we should care about this or we care about that. It's more towards the story should be unique to the game that people can't predict. But because I'm a writer myself, so I actually able to predict MiHoYo games to many extent. But that doesn't mean that I always correct. There are some prediction that I make just for the joke end up being correct. But some of the things that I say in a way that I don't think I would know, but I will see how it goes. And some of the prediction that I end up saying end up coming in. I'm not sure is it that MiHoYo watch my live stream or whatsoever, I don't know. Like the blue cat is still one of the things I still find it very funny. The blue talking wearing glasses, that one is still something that bothers me even till now. But the thing is, a lot of the plot, a few plot twists, that got me off. And that is what I like. And now, the next one, Temple of Space. They're going to outright say that it's going to be a huge plot twist, which tomorrow, when I'm going to play MiHoYo Genshin Impact, I'm going to hope that it is going to make me feel like, oh my, the little bit of moment of enjoying it, that kind of like my... Yeah, the issue on hand, right, like Pale-san, like, as you mentioned, prediction is one thing, is how the plot flow. Regardless how we go. Like whether we like it or not. It's like, if we like it, good. But if it flow in a way that we never expect it and it's in a good way, that's a good thing. At least from how I look at it. So regardless of how game creation go, like I studied game creation, okay guys. I have diploma in game creation, okay. Even till now, I can't like glad I never applied to Ubisoft. Funny. But the thing is, I know that creating a game is not start just from the gameplay. Sure, you may have a gameplay, whatever, all these things, like how you want the game work, all these things, that still matter. But what I did learn was plot, the story. And that was also one of the reasons why when I have a exchange study back in Japan in 2008, I went to make sure that when I learn on how game creation, they always say the same thing. Story is more important than you might think. And that got me wanting to study in Japan. That I went to study in Japan Japanese for 1 year and animation and manga for 2 years. From 2017 to 2020. And that was a huge hit for me. And even when I say when they told me that I should not go and study any other thing, I am not going to study voice acting in an anime studio because it was like basically near my house, and I was like, okay, let's go there and study. And it really was kind of like harsh in a way because you have to understand that everything was in Japanese. I have to speak in Japanese. But なんとか合格してるので多分大丈夫かな。でも、but I mean, like, it's basically I was able to graduate and understand that, hey, voice acting is not an easy task, all these things, and I have graduated from manga and animation as well, so creation is really gonna be a problem. And I'm kind of hoping that when I'm doing drawing stream in a very serious mode, I'll be able to draw properly this time around. I want to draw at least a 2D version of me myself, although, but we need to see how it goes though. I mean, like, part of me want to uh see whether I can draw a 2D version of myself though, like at least in my point of view. But that one will definitely have to take time and effort in a way, although I'm not sure. But we'll see how it goes. Good story and plot twist make it profitable when the gameplay. Yes, that is very true. You got to work more on plot compared to gameplay due to the lack of variety in game. Not trying to compare other game. Yeah, the funny thing is, right, there's no way to change the gameplay. Like, if you think about, like, let's look at two popular game in a way, Warframe Wave and Zenless Zone Zero. I'm sure that a lot of people are saying like, hey, gameplay almost the same. 3 character going around fighting, combat. Like, sure, the animation, all these things may be different, the combat style may be different, but the gameplay almost the same. So the thing is, the gameplay, the issue on hand is the gameplay. How are they to make them differentiate? How are they going to make them unique? Maybe like some of the character can fly, some of the character cannot fly, some of the character can do healing, some of the character cannot do healing or whatever on the line. So the issue on hand is they need to make it the uniqueness of the gameplay is one thing. But they cannot deny one thing. The gameplay is similar. They cannot change it. But what they can change is making sure the story different. And people be able to relate to the story or click with the story and then flow with the story. So at least that's how I think though. That's why at the end of the day, like, the reason why people still like Wolfing Wave, maybe the story is interesting, maybe the story click with them, maybe the story is what they like. And then if you guys remember, like, the reason why Wolfing Wave kind of like got people hating on it for some reason is because the story didn't click and people hate on it. But there are still people liking it. So regardless of how we think about it, overall, the story is always what get most people engaged, what get more people talking about it. And regardless of how we think about it, story is always the most important thing. If people is able to predict how the story flow, then basically people won't think about it. People will just say that, hey, it's just a game, it's the gameplay that is gonna be, is it fun? If another game have the same, like maybe another game that have the same gameplay but have a better story or even interesting story, then people will end up playing that interesting game, because even if it's gonna maybe cost like maybe a few dollars more, they say that, hey, they're just playing because they want an interesting engagement game, not a game that just make them say that, hey, it's boring, I can do this or I can do that along the line. Like, regardless of what we think about it, right? When it came to game creation, it's always about what we can do to make it interesting. And it's more important on how are they not doing that. And they just go in there, hey, what's the point of creating a game that people will end up making noise or this or that or whatever along the line? It's like, dude, are they not putting effort in the creativity? Yeah, plot twist is always there though in Warframe Wave. It's just that the Warframe Wave, for now, I have to say it's more towards that the combat is still harsh for me. Like, even Zenless Zone Zero have that same harshness in a way. Yesterday, Pilson saw me playing it. Really, I was struggling with it in some of the gameplay. Not saying like it's. I'm not trying to say like I'm hating it. It's more towards like the focus for me on playing that game is more towards like I need to, like, if back then when I was still recovering from the stroke, right, obviously I will have to make sure that I have the same reaction time before the stroke, all these things. Like I don't want to have never having a high heart bit or having a headache along the line. Like nowadays, like even like these few days, the weather have been very very hot, and I have to be very. Oh, hello there. So you have to understand is that I can't have a headache now. Like me suffering from stroke is one thing, and survive from the deadly stroke is one thing. But the issue on hand is that when the weather is very hot and I have a headache, I have to be very cautious of the headache because it's like, is it a headache due to the stroke or is it a headache due to the heat? And it became a moment of like I need to be cautious on so many reasons that I need to drink a lot of water. So if I do live stream and I drink a lot of water, please understand. It's more towards that I have to make sure that I drink enough water, all these things, and if I headache, I have to be very, very cautious because if it's like if I mistaken the headache from the heat for a stroke or the stroke for a headache, it's gonna be a problem for me. So that's kind of like a problem in a way because I don't want you guys to see me suffer out of nowhere doing a live stream and then faint. So hoping that won't happen. I mean, like technically, I have to wait for, like technically next month would be, at least I can proudly say that I survived for 1 year. But even so, surviving a stroke for 1 year is kind of like I mean like last month when I went to see a doctor, even the doctor was kind of like shocked that I was able to survive the deadly stroke. Like you gotta understand, the stroke SAH. I think I'll just say it. The doctor, one of the doctor who rejected doing the operation at that time said that the chance of my survival at that time was only 30%. It was that low. And another doctor was even shocked that of hundreds of stroke patient that he has encountered, he only got 2 unique one. And I was one of the unique one. One of the 2 unique one that he had encounter. So the issue on hand, right, was that they say that that not only did I make it on time, I make it on the perfect timing for them to save me. And it was so basically they say that I should have died. A hospital doctor saying that I should have died. So it was that bad in a way that I was able to survive. But I just take it as I just think it that it was like me surviving in a good way, and I know I had you scared. I apologize for that, Kalajang. The issue of it is that me surviving on stroke, like okay, I mean like I don't know. I didn't have the headache before. I mean like if I have to go back to the same live stream that I did back then, if I just go back to the stream back then, the funny thing is that the way I end that stream, I actually went rewatched the whole damn stream, just to have an understanding, back then, and I was like, that's strange. It doesn't seem like it happened out of nowhere. You know what I mean? It was actually more towards like there was nothing wrong with me, and the stroke just happened. So this was a Pacific stream. And I'm pretty sure, and the thing, and I was like playing normally.
Never mind. Your coupons will be better.
You guys can hear the sound effect. I was like playing normally.
Indispose is too like to see.
And even when I end the stream, I was end up playing like you can see like I playing like normally. I was like playing normally, like even like in Zone Zero. Dude, this one's running away. Like you guys can see here that I'm the way I'm playing is like it's very like okay. Friendly top area, then after the boss fight. And then when I end the stream all the way, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, I think at least Zenison 01 is done. I don't need to overthink anymore. So anyway, yeah, I really need to go and rest already. Like it's already 2 hours and 30 minutes along the line. Oh, yeah, you get. I'm just like tired. Dude, at least I don't need to think too much because especially I need to go and have a body like my stomach scan. It's like what the heck. But oh well. I mean like is this Thursday? So basically Wednesday I'll be resting along the line. So it's like if tonight or tomorrow will be the like basically last like stream, and then Wednesday I'll be resting up because I need to go and make sure that I'm in good condition. Because at least that's what I think. I think at least that's what I have in my mind. But okay, but, yeah, like you okay. I don't remember what I said back then. Was I? Yeah, the funny thing is that this was the so-called last stream, or almost last stream, that I did. It was kind of funny in a way though. I think it was like when I say in. I'm pretty sure I said I need to rest out because I was tired, all this thing. But specifically, I do understand is that day, that specific day, I end up waking up. It's kind of funny in a way. So basically, what happened was that when I so-called wake up, I was told that I was vomiting. My face was all pale white. I was like, it's really, really white. And I was vomiting, and my mom was really my savior in a way. Because what she did was that when she returned home, that she never OT for that one time only, and she asked me like, when she returned home and she asked me like, do you want to go to the hospital? And I just say yes. I don't remember the pain at the time, probably because of like it happens when I actually went unconscious in when I was in hospital. So what actually happened was that apparently my mom decided to take me to the hospital, and there was quite a few nearby hospital, but we went to a Pacific hospital, and the National University of Hospital in Singapore, and we went to that one. And at that hospital, when I got down, they saw something was wrong with me, and they put me on the bed immediately and pushed me in while my parents register and apply for me for all these things, because at the hospital they do have my medication record in a way. So when they bring me in and they put me to so-called rest, asleep in a way, because they say that I was suffering from the pain too much already, they diagnosed me and they say that I got a stroke. They didn't full the check yet, but they say that it's a stroke. And they immediately do a quick scan and realize that it was a deadly stroke. It was not a normal stroke. It was the deadly stroke where my brain was bleeding. They were shocked because the reason why I say that one of the doctors say that my case was unique because that normally when your brain is bleeding, you are on the last stage of life, and yet I was still alive. That's why the reason why the doctor at the time was say that a 30% chance of survival of one thing. The reason why they say mine was unique and deadly at the time was that I was supposed to be dead is because my brain was bleeding and I was still not supposed to be alive. They were shocked. So and also like they don't dare to do the operation at the time because they end up drawing some of the blood that was on my head first day. Apparently they managed to draw out the blood that was causing my head to have the headache. And after that they do a 3 full days of brain scan. They really do a 3 like they bring me to do a scan over my brain for 3 days to understand the how my brain working, all these things. And when they finally have a whole understanding of how my brain look like, how the everything, then they finally do the operation on my brain. They actually open up my skull, all these things, and poke into my brain, all these things. And I lost a lot of my memory. So that memory one lost is one thing. But I can definitely say that that was really one of the crazy thing that even doctor when they did the operation they were actually shocked that when they do the operation they were shocked that to the point that they even go and tell my parents and my family that it's a good thing that you guys never get to hear that. It's basically is that back then they told my family that the death chance for me was very high. Even if I survive, I might be coma for months to years, as well as that I won't be able to walk for months, or even I may be wheelchair bound. I may be disabled from in a way. So the funny thing is that after the operation, they say that I won't be able to wake up. Next day I wake up. Like apparently like they say like a few days that I wake up, but then it's like my finally say that oh no, my eyes open, so they thought I wake up. So I don't know what is the food mean what actually happened. I only knew that after the stroke, I only knew that when I woke, like I start regaining understanding all these things, memory out and say all these things, and remember you guys all the in was the day when when I wake up and I ask my sister one question, and I say, "Why am I in the hospital?" Like I actually, like I was like, "What? Where am I? Am I in the hospital?" I was like, "Why am I in the hospital?" And my sister cried on the spot. Like you have to understand, like she cried on the spot because it's like she knew that I so called regained my cautious in a way. Like you have to understand the one thing is that they thought that I won't be able to regain my memory or understand what I'm gonna say, all these things. So that was really like for that 3 weeks uh they my family was suffering, and my sister actually ended up sending in Discord a lot of things about what happened back then. And it was kind of like she didn't want to tell you guys because she doesn't want you guys to suffer that shock at the time, so she never ended up saying it. But it was kind of like the timing wasn't something that we expected like I'll be honest, it was not something that we expected. I wasn't thinking of it as well, but it happened so suddenly to the point that I was actually kind of like amazed at it, that I even like considered like wow, I'm alive for almost a year from a deadly stroke along the line. But I never really go and say that is it a good thing or is it a bad thing. It's actually more towards like it happened after this specific stream. And I'm still kind of like amazed that at the time I was like, I'm pretty sure I was healthy. I was like, there was nothing wrong with me. But I know that it was a show on the after this specific stream that you guys see on top on short as well as on this side. So it's really kind of like a lot of, like this specific stream back then it really kind of like happened in after this live stream and this live stream here. So it was kind of like amazed in a way that a lot of things happen really not what I expected though. But yeah, I mean, at the very least, if the doctor say that I will be wheelchair bound, only bound to wheelchair for 1 month, I still have the wheelchair, and although I have to be very careful with my headache because if it's like the headache is like I'm afraid like if it's a painful one, I have to immediately just go to the hospital. No question asked. Yesterday I have a very like not yesterday. I think it was last Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday. Actually, it was like Saturday, Sunday. I didn't stream was because of I was having a headache. It was like initially I was afraid of was it a stroke, all these things. Do I need to go to hospital, all these things? But end up that it was enough water was enough to make me recover all these things, and that was kind of like safe in a way though. But I still need to be very cautious of hot weather now, and as well as that, I also can't do longer live stream. There was one day I can't remember which live stream I did. I did a very very long. Was it the Nikkei one? Automate. Let me. I'm pretty sure I did one live stream. For 10 hours. Like last time, Nikkei. 8 hours. Oh yeah, 8 hours, not 10 hours. 8 hours. This live stream, right? It got me very like I am not like tired and headache that I am not realizing that 6 hours was still the maximum live stream that I can do. So I still need to be very cautious with me doing longer live stream. But that's the reason why I kind of like after that this live stream, I kind of like make sure that 4 hours was enough. 5 hours a bit too much. 5 hours a bit too much. But if I can 3 hours, 2 hours, I was still like within the so-called safe zone for me. But I can't overforce it because I don't want to out anyway saying suffer from a short in live stream in a way though. So other than that, I think for now, yeah, at the very least, if it work, it work. All these things. At least that's what I feel. And also, just now my dad come in, my real life dad come in, and the live stream for today 2 hours. So I think let's just end the stream here because it's also gonna be 14 minutes to midnight in a way. So let's just end the stream here for now. I mean, like technically, if you think about the timing, right? It's gonna be very very late again if I don't end the stream, and then people will be wondering like, am I going to sleep or not? So I think let's just end it for the day. So that being said, thanks for watching, guys. And also kind of like celebrating a little bit of 5-year anniversary. 5-year anniversary. Time passed by really damn fast. You see, hold on, guys. Even me just talking like seems like a little bit already 2 hours past already. Like if I did the stream in the afternoon, I think you guys would be wondering, can I even talk for 5 hours? I may end up talking for 5 hours without realizing it. So that being said, thanks for watching, guys. And celebrating with me 5-year anniversary. But with that being said, I hope to see you guys at the next video or live stream. And I hope you guys have a nice day or night. Otsukare. Bye bye.